Good morning. Brian Hale here with Mortgage Advisory Partners. It's Monday, June 10th, coming to you from beautiful Dublin, Ireland this morning, where I'm attending. Actually, my wife and I, Pamela and I, are spending a couple of weeks in Ireland. She's actually attending a conference here in Dublin for the last couple of days. For the last 3 days, she's been in conference, and frankly, I've been sitting in a pub doing some work. This morning, above, obviously, in our social media post, is our weekly newsletter that we post every Monday, along with a link to subscribe to the newsletter. If you're an originator, a branch manager, any of the above, I think you'll find the newsletter helpful. We're approaching 2,000 subscribers. If you subscribe, first of all, it's free. Secondly, you get it on Fridays, and so that you can read through it, understand what's going on in the market, like this last Friday with the jobs number coming out and really taking the market by storm. It has a lot of insightful both graphs and narrative in it that help you understand what's actually happening, and also what's going to happen in the next week in terms of additional data coming out. In addition to that, above you'll find a link to something new that we're launching on June 21st called the WeeklyroadMAP. I encourage you to take a look at it as well. You'll see additional information coming out. We've been notifying our subscribers about this for the last couple of weeks, so I encourage you to take a look. This week's newsletter talks about a wild week in response to economic data and that there's more on the way. The week was really jam-packed with the ISM manufacturing data that came out early in the week, along with the job openings data, and then the ISM services data, almost all of which looked to lower interest rates, and we saw some improvement in the course of the week, right up until we got to Friday's data release on Nonfarm Payrolls, the NFP number, where we saw 272,000 new jobs created against an estimate of 195,000 new jobs. So well above estimates that pushed the market immediately. The market sold off 10 basis points on the 10-year Treasury, finished the day almost 12 basis points up, and pushed mortgage rates back up, clearly making the case that rates are higher for longer. This week coming, we have a number of additional reports coming out. On Tuesday, we're going to have the 10-year note auction. That'll, depending on how it goes, could have some impact. But the big day this coming week, on Wednesday, June 12th, 8:30 in the morning, you're going to see the May year-over-year core CPI data. It's expected to come in at 3.5% as compared to 3.6% in the last reporting period. And then the May month-over-month core CPI data that the Fed really pays attention to, which is expected to come in at 0.3%, which would be flat over the last reporting period last month. And then you'll see the Fed will announce its interest rate decision. Later in the day, you'll get the famous dot plot in terms of the Fed's expectation of interest rates going forward. And shortly after that, you're going to get the press conference with Chairman Powell, which always tends to move the market. So Wednesday's going to be a big day, either confirmatory, God forbid the Fed were to make a negative move, a raise in interest rates. I don't really see that, but clearly no interest rate cut coming anytime soon. In addition to that, on Thursday, you'll get the core producer prices, both year over year and month over month. They're both expected to be down somewhat. That's inflation at the wholesale level. Tends not to have as much of an impact on the Fed's moves, but clearly the Wednesday data and the press conference, I encourage you to pay attention to. This week's newsletter has some great charts in it that kind of explain what happened in the market and kind of shows you day over day the impact of the economic reports and what it had in terms of interest rates. So encourage you to take a hard look at that. In addition to that, if you click on the link above on the weekly roadmap, it'll take you to both our website and a paywall if it's a subscription service. The weekly roadmap is going to launch on Friday, June 21st at 9 a.m. Pacific time. We have Dave Savage from Mortgage Coach and Trust Engine as our inaugural guest. I thank Dave for being willing to do that. We're anxious to interview Dave and get his perspective on what's going on in the market. Every week going forward, if you're a subscriber to the weekly roadmap, you're going to get on for an hour-long call. If you miss it, it'll be recorded. All of this essentially for a price of a cup of coffee, a cup of Starbucks coffee a day. And in fact, if you're an early subscriber, we're going to give everybody on the early subscription kind of a free taste and a free look, as well as a discount opportunity for subscription. So I encourage you to go up and take a look at the site and make sure that you have a sense of what's going on. If you have any questions, feel free to email myself. The information is up on the site, and we'll be glad to help you with anything we can. We're very excited about launching the Weekly Roadmap. We expect every week to have about 20 minutes of me giving some commentary in terms of what's going on in the market, products, pricing, what's happening on Wall Street, those types of things as current as that day. So for instance, if this would have been last Friday, we'd have been talking about the jobs report literally just as it came out, and giving you perspective as to what's going on in the market. The next 20 minutes of the call will typically be a guest like a Dave Savage. Ivy Zellman, one of the top analysts on Wall Street, has agreed to participate, and several others. I'll be posting a list of upcoming speakers and dates up on the website. We have a community site where you can talk to others who do what it is you do for a living, and encourage you to take a look at the Weekly Roadmap. With that said, I wish everybody a great week. I'm going to be in Ireland for the next 2 weeks, but I'll be posting this site every week and every Monday with the newsletter, and we'll be sending out additional information, particularly to our subscribers, curated information on a daily or every other day basis as well. So I wish you all a great week. Coming to you live from beautiful Dublin, Ireland. I feel like I should take off the company hat and put on my Guinness hat, having attended both the Jameson's Distillery and the Guinness Brewhouse here this week. The harp won Ireland, the only country to have a musical instrument as its national symbol, but it's also the symbol to Guinness. And of course, in Ireland, a pint of Guinness is like a religious experience. So I encourage you to go out and support the Ireland economy with a nice pint of Guinness. And I'll talk to you all soon. Thanks.